I'm a creeper. I forgot about this. Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/theassumer. This thing could be moved somewhere else, couldn't it? Yeah, it is day 252. No, it's day 19, or stream number 19. Whenever I switch from playing vanilla over to this modded client, the mouse sensitivity always throws me off. But I'll get used to it quickly. We got Brainboy in chat, Flesh is Law, Spinman, Fortunate Naruto, Diamonte02, Captain Pyak, is that? Probably butchering that name. It's Rasher. Welcome everyone to the stream. Let's chuck this thing down in this little worky room. We're doing Ender IO today. That is the plan. But before we do that, actually, there is something I want to show you. I got a suggestion over on Twitter for what we could do with our ceiling up here with the cables. I don't think we're going to do much of this today. We'll probably do a little bit around the Ender IO area. It was to use one of these. That one was the one they suggested. I'm just curious as to what other ones we could use. That might look really good. So let's say we chisel that. And let's head over to the Ender IO area, as that's where I want to do this for now. Those are the bricks that we need. So, up the top here, we got our cables coming through. And you know what? For the most part, they're going to be out of the view, right? Like, they'll go around and connect to some of our previous systems when we get to that stage. For now, though, I mean, the red one's essentially going to go straight through, is the idea. Let's go remove some blocks. Assumer, in your pref stream, did you steal the intro from Wattles by any chance? Do you mean previous? No, I didn't. It's Slipgator, that intro was a reference to. Who many of you know because he was a former hermit. And someone that I miss. Great times were had back in the day. The good old Slipgator. So yeah, I think this is going to get complicated with facades and stuff again. We'll have to see how this goes. So it's like going to go over in this direction. Now, I really want to upgrade our wireless crafting terminal as well. Let's go at applied. And look for... forget what it is. Maybe it's got that in the name. So yeah, we make an access point. I think there's some sort of upgrade or booster for the range, because there's an item that can go... Hello, what happened there? Oh yeah, they're not called... There's something cards, aren't they? There's like something that can go in the slot. That might be it. No, that's a redstone card. Chat, you got to help me out on this one. What's it called? What am I looking for here? How many hours you got on the world/mod pack currently? 252 days. Booster card. No, we tried that, didn't we? We tried the booster thing. That goes inside the terminal and then disappears. I think it's called a booster. Ah, wait a minute. That is not the same thing as what we made before, now that I think about it. It was something slightly different. It looked the same, but it was different. Ooh. And we had a lot of them, so when we go in here... Oh, what's going on? Why is that popping up today? Okay, now it's not. Very strange. Yeah, so I don't see the other one. Right, so whatever the other one we had, it's from a different mod. And it also requires Ender Pearl dust made by pulverizing Ender Pearls. Well, we got the Ender Pearls. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze, peeps. Oof. I can't remember where we last used that pulverizer. I think we keep putting it into our infrastructure, so we keep running out of like little things like that to work with. sure we had a spare one though, or maybe we'll just use the crusher. We've got one here that's like, yeah, 5 times the speed. Let's get a spectacoil going. Render upgrade. Sounds interesting. Uh-huh. It doesn't do that. We need a pulverizer. Let's go ahead and make one. Hey, nice floor, says Miola. Thank you, thank you. Briefcasey says, I wanted to hear the sneeze. Believe me, you don't. I am a loud sneezer. It would have been unpleasant to say the least. So I guess we've got to wait a little bit of time, haven't we? Gah. These blocks right here I need now. And then we need facades. So if we go ahead and make that and just replace it with this, basically. Then I need some of that dark oak wood. And I'm not sure what else at this point. You could upgrade the machine, says Akinator. Yeah, then we have to go down a rabbit hole to upgrade it. And hey, we've got all we need. So let's make a few of those, see if they stack. I have 2k derp coins, says Never's World. Good for you, good for you. Interesting. We can put all 14 in. That turns the range up to 63, but it also turns up the energy use, which might give us issues elsewhere. Really not sure how to calculate that stuff in our base yet. Yeah, so let's try it. Like if I'm up over here, working in this area, I can access it now. That's wonderful, isn't it? Okay then. So the idea would be... Wow, that looks kind of weird. I think, actually, let's go with this cable. Cyan is probably more likely to match the Ender IO stuff than the other colour, I think. So we would rip this out, and then we'd need to texture match it on the side. And we also want to bring in glass. Obviously, the cobblestone's a bit of a problem at the moment. That'll probably break it forever. And now I need some of those cyan cables. So this looks like it's going to be a lot of work just to see that right there. Gonna make my way down here. I gotta say it, that doesn't really do a lot, does it? You can look up and see it, but then you really gotta look at it and it don't look impressive. Now that I think about it, I have no clue what's powering X's base, says Lacinator. Mostly spectacoils. So I think we're going to say no to that. Which means we're back to doing this, which honestly isn't the worst thing ever. And I think we could probably live with it. There might be a better way to go about it. Like, it's probably going to look better when you just got one of them going through as opposed to a bunch of them. So now what we're going to need are facades again. Except this time we're going to need it for the dark oak wood. So we're going to have to, you know, keep a little stash of these with us most of the time. Let's go ahead and break some of this. I keep forgetting that my magnet's going to pick it up. Wait, I think I made the wrong facade. Which block is which? Trodden, that's what I want. Here's the thing though, it might just look a bit weird that it just comes through the block like that. Kind of renders, there's a little render quirk. and then it would go through that block. Honestly, it's not looking good for the cables. This makes me think it's a lot of work to not get a lot done. And maybe it's just cool that you see it here and let that be that. Has given me an idea for the decoration of the next room though. I want to do something different with the layout. I realised that we set ourselves up for a lot... Whoa! That was crazy. Can I also just break the facade? That's annoying. Break both halves of it if you click on it. Oh yeah, we still have this gap here in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna replace it on this side. It is those blocks there. We do not have a lot of them left. So we'll make some more. And oh, I thought it was filled in over here. I could have swore I just looked at it and it was all good. Maybe I looked there and thought that was the middle. That's probably what I did. Yeah, I reckon all of this can get filled in. Oh, it's not the same one. Well, ain't it a good thing we've got the chisel here? Hey, we've got a noise in here. It's Colga here for 3 months, and you've just reminded me that my tea is probably cold already. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, that is just in time, really. Miola says, does the giant chest open? It does. We got Sumin Sus here for 16 months saying, in the middle of teaching people to use the sanding belt for engineering science, but I wanted to step in to see how you were doing. Glad to see you're feeling better. Thank you, my dude. I am feeling better. You know, teaching the old sanding belt. Make sure your students are concentrating on that and not on me. Goodness me. Don't want to get injured with a sanding belt. Appreciate it, my dude. Spooky Dogies here for 44 months. Thank you so much, Spooky. Appreciate it. Hurricane says, I watched Spencer. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that movie was awesome. Sounds like you enjoyed it. My next recommendation is we need to talk about Kevin, which was on Netflix. And I'll talk about my thoughts and feelings on that movie at some point in the future. I just didn't want to spoil it, because to talk about it is to spoil it, basically. Oh, dang it, I just got the chisel prepared for this bit. Oh, these are lab blocks, aren't they? Huh. Oh well. Did you see June, says Lacinator. Not yet. Haven't seen that one. Until it comes out on streaming, I'm probably not going to see it. I don't mind waiting, unless it's some sort of movie that I'm really into. You know, like a lot of stuff that comes out, I'm just like, oh, I'll check that out. But if they made something I was really into, I was looking forward to, then I'd probably be like keen and eager to see it. But I don't mind waiting most of the time. So yeah, what I'm thinking we should do is build a room that has the same pushed up roof as this one here. So the room's going to be bigger and dramatic and whatnot. And then you'll see the cables come into it. Now one of those cables is pretty much just going to go through the room to like the next thing. But the cyan one will go into the room and be a part of it. Like, we'll try and make the aesthetic work there. Also, I think it would be smart to use our destruction gadget again around now. So while I remember that, let's just go and grab it, I think. But I love mining! Oh, so satisfying. Let's drink some more of this tea. I think it's on HBO Max, says Lacinator. Yeah, you can't get HBO Max here in the UK, although you might be able to use a VPN to get to it, but if I want to watch stuff on my telly, I haven't really hooked up a VPN to the telly yet. I need to look into that. Why do we come back over here? Destruction gadget. There it is. We've got to check how much it uses to destroy all these blocks. It's going to be a big room we're going to put here. See, I'm half wondering, like, you know how we set out these corridors? The rooms stop you from putting something in every little, like, nook and cranny. So stuff's, like, long-winded down the corridor, and maybe if we change the layout here, so I could possibly do something where this is the entrance, but I think that might be a little bit too big. Oh yeah, no, wait, I'm imagining things all of a sudden. This right here could be the basalt, or we could pick a different block altogether. I think it would make sense for it to be the basalt. And what I could really do with over here... Come on. Oh, dang it, I've opened the wrong thing. Wait, does that mean the other facades went in there? Yeah, it did. And I need the one, so get that as well. Is it me, or did it not let me double click all that cobble in? Yeah, so for some reason I was seeing this like that, as like a dead end. I feel like that works, but you need the glowstone. And then you need an axe. Yeah, I think that'll work out just fine. Let's do the same over here, and then we'll use the big destructor thing. Hi, I'm new. I think I have seen you from Hermitcraft or what, says Grunkers. Yep, I'm a member of Hermitcraft. Have been for approaching 10 years. Well, as it stands, it's more like 9.5 years, but you know. Yeah, let's go place these blocks. Put these things into place. And put those things into place. Cool. Alright, so then those corridors are going to go off in those directions and there'll be projects there. But now this space is all ours, so we can make it just a little bit bigger if we need to. That'll be where we have that classic zag at the end, like that. And we'll do the same on the other side. At least for this bit. Right, so with the destruction gadget, I mean, we've already destroyed some blocks above us. Let's have a... Oh, isn't there like a maximum to this as well? Yeah, I think you can't go any more than that. But I can't actually tell how big that is. So that, aiming there is... Right, the block I need to aim at is here. So it looks like the width could be 2 more blocks, but I don't think it's going to let us. Yeah, okay, so we don't get to do all of that, but I do want to do that. And is up more than down? It is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that makes sense. We're going to go 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As high as that bit there, which should be good for our cable coming through. So seems like we've picked the right dimensions for this. Whew, that took up half of the gadget, over half of it. Wow. But that is a big room for us to build with. We'll give it a little charge while we light it up. Gonna need more torches than that, aren't we? Well, that's a pretty cool gadget, says Hurricane. Isn't it just? Isn't it just? When we get some wireless charging in our inventory, that thing could just sit there and could use it quite often. You can see here though, we've got a bit of manual stuff to scrape off. Yeah, so we're going to make this room big, just to be theatrical. And I kind of want to introduce some new colours and stuff, and like let's approach this project from a different way. How far that'll go, how useful that'll be, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll give it our best shot, right? What's next? No, destruction gadget. I knew I came over here for a reason. Yeah, so it hasn't charged up a crazy amount, but we can use it. So this time we need to go with a depth of 3, which drastically reduces. Up and down should be the same, and then left to right. Now I think what we're seeing here is that we just want to go like that. Yep. And yep. Ain't that good? Ain't that good? Right, let's clear up this inventory a little bit. Not sure exactly what's what here. As a lot of these things are probably going to end up using. Yeah, no, let's leave that in the charger. Retro Destroyer says, excuse me, what magic did I just see? That was the destruction gadget. We were using energy to, you know, suck all this stuff out of the way. So we can have a nice big project room here. So this is where I feel like the dark scaffolding has sort of reached its peak, if you want to call it that. I think we should introduce some new blocks into here. We're going to be doing Ender IO. It's always hard to know what order to do stuff in, but we'll have a look through all of the recipes and like figure out a path. There's lots of interesting things in this mod. I don't think we're going to automate everything, but we certainly want to do capacitors and whatnot, and conduits. So when it comes to blocks, it does give you some building blocks. Like, you can create painted blocks, I think. These are them. So you can use them as decoration. But we'll probably find stuff like that is a bit of a pain to get into. And that the rest of it is probably going to be quite... Actually, how does it work? Do you just cycle through? I think I'm going to sneeze. Okay, I'm going to sneeze at some point. It doesn't seem to be coming through. I reckon we shouldn't probably rely on this mod for building blocks, as it looks like they're going to be a little further in. So on that note, let's have a look at Chisel. What happened to the little @ symbol? My keyboard, by the way, my keyboard is wireless, and for the last week or so, I keep noticing... like when I type, some letters go missing. Sometimes when I hold shift it doesn't count. And on one occasion it's like literally stopped working for a moment in front of me. I don't know if it needs a new battery, but that's something I need to look into. So all this quirkiness we're seeing, it might just be my keyboard. Yeah, the lab blocks now, they're kind of nice, but I feel like that block might be one to use. And to be fair, we haven't really used that texture because we used the bottom side of it. So I have some of this. What I'm thinking is we could start off the room with this. Right, and this sort of introduces the new look to some extent. That means we wouldn't have to put Zag in here either. Yeah, let's go with that. So was I looking this up in here? Let's get 2 stacks of those. I think that's just a solid block, like a foundation block, and then we can add other things to it as we go along. We don't have to have this Zag here anymore, so I want to remove that just to remind myself. Up the top, I kind of like the idea of using these blocks again, especially if we're going to have that cable come through. So let's go ahead and do that and see what it feels like. We're blessed with some gorgeous, relaxing music today, aren't we? Had a little bit of a break from the Hexencraft madness. I got a copy strike for that. Was it the John Carpenter song, The Theme for Halloween or something? I wasn't surprised by that. I didn't catch that when I was going through all the songs, but you know, it's just one stream, so not a bother. But I really don't like getting those copyright claims. Yeah, there we go. I play on laptop, so a wireless mouse is needed. When I build a tower, it'll be wired. You can use a wired one on a laptop, right? Just plug it into the USB. Unless you got some sort of like streamlined laptop that's all deliberately wireless. Yeah, I got a wireless mouse as well. However, the receiver is directly in front of it, and it's like a more expensive Logitech. Actually, sorry, my wireless keyboard is Logitech too. What am I talking about? So what we could do is lower the cable by 1. In fact, we could have all 4 of them go through this room if we want, but I think my plan is to take 2 of them through. And it will be the red and the cyan. Is it red or is it like pink? It's red. There it is. And I know what facades we need as well. Excuse me. Sorry if I'm a bit sniffly. I've had this like runny nose. Well, not even a runny nose. What am I talking about? I've had this sniffling thing for a while now. I was quite concerned it was like a hangover of when I got sick before, but I don't think it's that. I don't know what's up with me, but I just got a bit sniffly these last few weeks, I guess. Just particularly noticing it today. So the ceiling can go up like up there. We could even, if we really wanted to, move that forward all by 1 block. So it has a bit more depth. But the bottom bit wouldn't be connected like that. I kind of like it. I just want to remove this now. And it feels like when I break the blocks, I should be getting XP. What do you think to that, peeps? These will run through the middle of the room. And then we'll put something above them. Immediately looks cool, X. Oh, thank you. Very techno, says Winnie. Techno is a good word. We could even have this come out and then go down again. Like section off the room a bit. I think I like that. I think we just need to figure out what the roof material is going to be. It might be another one of these lab blocks. Like the underside of that, maybe. Ooh. You could mix them in with that. I was looking for something dark, but if you have, you know, if you have like a ceiling, it's usually dark anyway. So we could possibly mix these blocks together. And they'll be up top where it's dark. Now this is where I wish I'd have made the ceiling 1 block lower, because then we could just put like... Sorry, not have a gap so spiders would spawn there or something. One thing I don't want to do is make a pattern. But maybe what we'll do is we'll have like a rule that whenever these are together... Ooh, it doesn't work in that direction. Oh, it does. It actually doesn't work in that direction. Whenever these are together, they're just in little diagonals, and we're not going to try and structure it. So maybe the next one is here. And I'm definitely going to try and avoid making any sort of formation or pattern with it, right? Just throwing them in. So that's where you add a little bit of structure to the randomness, and that can often go a long way. That can often do wonders for your build. And this is quite the trial here. Oops. I was going to put one there, but then it would touch that one, so we'll go like that. So yeah. What do you think? Oh, I reckon it's going to work. I really reckon that'll work. And then maybe this also goes up a little higher. But I'm out of those blocks. I think we got it. I think we got like a shape for this room. I think the room's going to have to be bigger in the long run though. And the one thing we do have to do is sort out the roof. So I'm going to grab... Let's try and grab cobble out of here, because I think it keeps going back into this thing. Uh-oh. No thanks. God, it just gave me a load of junk. I don't want that. Oh. What am I going to do with a broken hammer? Well, where is all this cobble? There it is. Uh-huh. let's place the blocks. Faith Andanil says make another hammer. Not another one. Got too many of these hammers. Yeah, so we'll do something like that, and then we'll put torches in and around this area. Down in these spaces too. And that should stop stuff from spawning. Cool. I think we've got a room layout here. And I want to make a bit more of it before we get into the Ender IO. And I want to chuck this stuff in over here. I want to check up on our cobble gen, right? Yeah, we are making more of this. So we got 6 sextuple. Now when I double click here, like most stuff's on 0, so like double was on 3. So all of that's gone out of my inventory. Actually, I saw double compress went up to like 7. Last time I did that, like, I didn't really pay attention to the numbers, but nothing was moving, and I was like, oh. So like even an inventory full of cobblestone only ends up to a few double. So in order to get those up, we really do need to probably increase the amount of cobble that goes into this drawer. That's something we could probably do today with a couple of conduits or item transfer nodes, that kind of thing, right? More cobble gens, yeah. I mean, the earlier you do it, the quicker it gets done in the long run, I guess. Can craft another wireless crafter, then only use one when the other be charging. That's a good idea, but I think the ultimate goal would be to get what do you call it? Like you can get wireless charging to point at you, and then it charges everything you've got in your inventory, which is cool. We're gonna make those lab blocks. Need lots of those, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other one we need is. That's it. That's the redstone one, right? A full inventory of cobble only gets 4 stacks of compressed, so yeah, it'll take a while. There you go. Yeah, no, it makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang. So we only got a few blocks of double compressed, basically, out of it. 4. Even. Oh, that's actually the default, so let's go ahead and put all of that in place. And then it comes this way. Actually, it almost feels to me like maybe the room should be wider, but we'll focus on length. I mean, one of the things about playing a mod pack like this and streaming is you've got to achieve something. You can spend all day going back and forth over what blocks to use. Ironically, I would have done that more when there were less blocks in the game. These days, I know it's more about just like finding what catches your eye and just getting it going. And all that cobble we placed would also be useful in here, I think. We're just going to end up with loads of spots where mobs can spawn. Maybe I'll just do this. Sometimes that creates like little lighting glitches where the light comes through, which is annoying. So yeah, I don't know where that middle pillar is going to go, but essentially it's going to come out like that. Ooh, did I do it wrong over here? I think I did. Hello, Suma. Could you expand on what you meant about mob item per system as feedback for King B-Dogs on Twitter? I don't know what there is to expand on, as I would have thought the comments would have explained themselves to some extent. I mean, they're looking at item the mob persistence thing, because mobs pick up items and items are readily available for them to pick up, so you end up with a load of mobs in your world causing lag. I mean, it's been a thing on Hermitcraft since forever and a day, and this season we introduced a data pack to help us deal with that. It was such a problem, so looks like Mojang are looking at it, which is cool. That is of course welcome. Right, let's get some more of the ceiling in place. I think I'm going to put them there. And then here. Just making sure none of these touch is the main idea. Hex, would you say that Stone Block is a hard mod pack or more easy at the beginning? I'd say it's an easier pack if you know what you're doing. It's very much a kitchen sink pack, so if you're familiar with the mods, you'll find stuff to get along with. But I wouldn't say it's like a beginner's pack. It's hard for me to say because I don't play a lot of modded, right? Oh, we've run out. Yeah, it looks like it's this one that I needed the most of. The quests guide you, so an easy pack, says Mockingbird. I would, you know, they guide you for a little bit, but again, knowing the mods kind of helps. This quest book is not like other ones. At first it seemed like it was, you know, gonna send us on our way a fair bit, but actually a lot of what we've been doing is just kind of our own thing, which has been fun. If you want to play a mod pack to learn mods, you want one with a quest book that really walks you through stuff. I think Project Ozone had quite a in-depth quest book, but then again, I'm not sure that's really a learner's pack. The big problem with modded is that you don't learn like you do with a create mod. A create mod is a great example of having proper in-game tutorials, whereas most mods, the way that you learn them is by watching someone else show you how to do it on a YouTube video, and often those videos end up being out of date, and you know, the mods have changed since then and all that kind of stuff, and it's just a bit blech. You know, looking up outdated wikis and things, it's quite annoying. So we got the ceiling done. For the floor, I think we need a step down. I think that's like an another ability, not a step up, that's for sure. I do like these cables. They feel a little too close to the middle, actually. Maybe I'm going off of this as well. Let's rip it out for a second. Yeah, I think I've gone off the idea of that. This is way cooler when it's like this. Noogaly, thank you ever so much for resubscribing. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for 5 months there. There's another thing we could do, by the way. But I don't know where we're going to do it. Like, you'd want it in the middle of the room. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say we put it here. Both sides, yep. See, now I need my wireless crafter. Now we need to look up a facade again. Get rid of that. Chuck in a couple of these. I've got no idea how this is going to look, by the way. It might look bad. Full disclaimer, could look bad. There's a new Create mod pack called Above and Beyond, which turns it into a harder, unguided style. So there's stuff for both kinds of players now. Very cool, says Big Puncher. I saw it. I was kind of excited until I realised it's less of a Create expansion and more of a Create added into a traditional mod pack. Because I started noticing in that trailer that there's stuff like the Pulverizer and things from Thermal Expansion, and then other mods like AE2's in it. That looks really good, actually. That is terrific. So that is a keeper right there. I think that's way better. And then maybe we can even use this to have it come down as well. I'm not sure entirely how that's going to work. Yeah, I guess what I'm thinking is it's going to look weird having cables coming off the cyan one but not the red. I think maybe the smarter move here was to let the red go somewhere else and not pump it through this room. So I'm going to undo this. And remember, peeps, like, this is how we do it. We and we are. We do decisions, we undo them. And usually it adds to something better in the long run, I hope. Oh yeah, so the facade is going to be recessed. Although I don't have to. I could technically bring it out to this level. I think that might look better, actually. Ah. Oh. Dang it! Dang it, it was connected. Gah. Just my luck. Luckily for me, it ain't much of a bother. We'll fix it. I'll fix it, peeps, don't you worry. Here you go. It's like it was brand new again. And we got a noise in the air. Who is it here? It's Tonic Zebra. Tonic Zebra, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the modded Minecraft streaming. I've been enjoying the streaming of the modded, as you can probably tell. Right then we know a little trick somewhere in here wherever we want to... I keep pressing Z to zoom and look at stuff. I don't think that actually works that way around, funny enough. You'd think it would, but... yeah, that actually looks better. Okay. We could even have this thing fork out in the middle of the room. Ooh, that might look really cool. Like it goes off and then connects to things down on the ground. So again, we're trying to do things different in this room. We're trying to break the mold. So we've been doing stuff in the wall. Now we're going to go in a bit of a different direction. We're going to try and put more of the mechanics on display is what I've been thinking. So I'm gonna change to sitting just because I think it's going to help me concentrate now. Wait. Why are there requests for me to press the dirt button? Please explain. Is this another case of fiending for the derp? What's going on? It's very unsymmetrical. It's still very symmetrical. Right. But like, my plans to get rid of the symmetry is not for this world. It's for a different Minecraft world. I think it would be really weird to break the flow and what we're doing here. I also think doing the non-symmetrical stuff is more suited for a vanilla world, maybe. Because you tend to work with more of a palette in vanilla, and then I find in modded it's like more shapy because you can do stuff on a big scale quicker. Flesh's Law says, oh my god, the first time I heard the desk bruh. Well, apparently you can't hear it, so... yeah, I mean, it literally no noise comes through the mic, so... you know, nice try. Becca says, I heard it this time. Sure. I ain't falling for your trolling anymore. And that rhymed. Okay, so... how do we get started with Ender.io? This is it, we're getting all technical now. We've done our building stuff. In fact, I'm pretty much going to throw away all of this stuff for now as we want to focus more so on Ender.io. Then some things go in here. Cool. In a ways, I could search for everything in there and just have the wireless crafting terminal. Also, I'm going to need a new pick, aren't I? It's time for a new party, peeps. James Sauce says, no tea today. I've drunk half my tea and the rest is sadly too cold. So, there's a sad half-drunk cup of tea right there. I'll have another one later. Yeah, how would y'all recommend getting started with this? I don't think there's anything in the quest book. Maybe there is. It would definitely be one you could make a quest for. Because there's plenty of stuff to get through. That's the same for most mods though. Maybe there's something related to power generation. I don't think there is though. Yeah, I think that book's a bit light compared to what there is in the pack, really. It looked good at first, but now it's like, Okay, so I think capacitors is a good place to start. Although that's all stuff we get from the system. So my worry here is that we're going to need like to export a lot of stuff out of our main storage area. And then store it like we've done with this. So somewhere we're going to have like a drawer controller and tons of drawers to bring over the raw materials, then process them. So in that way it's going to be similar to what we've already been doing. And we got Mon PJC here gifting subs to Waddled Plague, BR Marco, Free, Leafy Green, Packlotboy 1, Heroto TV. Thank you, my dude, for gifting those subs and supporting our community. It is appreciated. And if you heard your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks to Mon PJC in the chat. Appreciate it, my dude. Oh, the machines. Yes, you got to make the machines. Right, so that's a very good point. This is one big complicated puzzle that we got to solve. As we need to get into the machines. They're all down here. Simple sag mill. And a regular sag mill. And then there's enhanced, which I never really got that far. I don't remember this in Ender.io when I played it. So that... that's made here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to like jump straight to the end stuff. So yeah, it looks like getting your hands on end steel is one thing. You could mystical agriculture your way into this by the looks of it. Dark steel, obsidian, end stone. So we're going to have to up the generating of other things. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe using something like mystical agriculture to get more into this one might be smarter. I'm foreseeing a lot of problems with having to export like materials over here and up the amount of generating that we do with them. Can you make endstone in a barrel, says Disco Mercenary. Oh, you can. Yes, you can. If we start to switch over to using mystical agriculture, it's like we just grow... We grow the material directly, if you know what I mean. What do you think, chat? Use another mod to get into Ender.io or go directly in it from our current setup? Enhanced isn't necessary, says Neon. It might not be necessary, but I kind of want to do it because it's there. And I've done all the other machines before. Mystical agriculture is grindy. I did it before in the past. I can't really remember what makes it grindy. Both is fun, says Namian. Let me put it into a poll. And then I'll take it from there. So current setup. Or mystical agriculture. Right, you got a minute, peeps. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Well, no, don't. Let me know option 1 or option 2. It's a poll. Eliuton, thank you ever so much for subscribing with the Prime, my dude. Appreciate it. It's just how much time you want to spend making a mystical agriculture setup, says the champ. I don't mind taking that much time with it, really. And it's all about just enjoying whatever challenge is in front of us. I feel like this... We might get a little bit drowned in this stuff. If we set up our materials, right, we're making... See, the thing is, we actually want to make the Ender.io machines to make the materials in. That's probably the best way to do it. We can import both steel and silicon because they're made elsewhere, but my problem is that like then we just put more and more drain on our existing infrastructure, and then we might find like stuff like this is unable to keep up. And if that happens, mystical agriculture would have been a nicer way to grow the Ender.io materials, because once you got them and you're growing them directly, which is this one not part of it? So you can smelt that. So maybe it's only like, that's something to check, isn't it? Oh wait, it's craft. You've got to look in crafting. So going back to electrical steel, yeah. So if we do it directly by here, it means we have a farm for this that runs independently to do that. And to me that seems probably a little bit smarter because this Ender.io stuff is quite pricey. to make all of it. So let's see the results. Oh, Mystical Agriculture has won out. It feels like that as much as I've enjoyed doing everything this way so far, it's time to do it a different way. And I think Mystical Agriculture could be really cool. Now, what I'm picturing in my mind, though, is that we can actually set up the farms. Oh, my brain is actually giving me a vision right now. Thanks, brain. I mean, I'm not talking about the vision where you just look and you see what's in front of you, like a computer screen, you know? Or a dirt playing Minecraft. I don't know what you're seeing right now, but it gave me a vision, okay? I had a dream. Let's... I can't spell. There it is. This stuff. I'm going to need a bunch of it. I'm going to need my chisel. My chiwizzle. Yeah, it gave me a vision. My brain was like, do this. Which one do I want, though? Which one, brain? Because in my mind it was kind of bright looking. I think that. Literally that. So, imagine like a glass panel here. And then a room full of crops that are growing and just looking fantastic. So this is going to come down a block. We know that. And then the floor will be where I'm standing. And then we will have... Yeah, this will go one block lower, as with the thing next to it. So nice, bright white, and then like nothing but glass. And just imagine seeing all these beautiful Mystical Agriculture cops. Cops? They're cops. They're going to arrest you. God, Mystical Agriculture cops. Can you imagine that? I can't. I can't. So yeah, like that would be really cool. And then in the middle, this Ender IO stuff, and on either side we've got all the things that are growing it. X, could you check if there is Agricraft in the pack? It could make Mystical more grindy, but much faster. Otherwise, it could get really big to keep up. Agricraft. I don't think it is. So I guess now, before we do Ender IO, we're doing this to some extent. Got to remind myself how it all works. We've got Eric Legion here with a donation saying, "Hey X, wouldn't it be cool if you could buy a VIP thing with the channel points and get your logo by your name for like 100,000 points?" I mean, I don't want to sell the VIP rank because it's used for the VIPs. I would like to do more with the channel points, I really would, but Twitch doesn't really give you a lot in the way of options or integration. It's usually stuff like, I'll tweet your name, and I'm just like, that's not what I'm about. You know, I'm not here to like gratify you with some tweet. I don't care to make a tweet like that, you know? That's not... I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, shout outs to so-and-so. Like, we're here to just hang out and have a chat, and I don't know. To me, it's all like gamifying interaction. So, I don't like any of those Twitch options. And they haven't really added anything that seemed interesting to me. But thank you for the donation, I appreciate it. Let's have a look at what we're going to do. I've totally forgotten how to get into this stuff as well now, right? Like, if anyone wants to jog my memory, it's greatly appreciated. So like tier 1 seeds we can make. But what are the uses of tier 1 seeds? You can make them for tier 2. I think if you take just the regular seeds, you'll be growing that type, and therefore you can work your way up this chain. I'm not sure how you make seeds of a specific thing. Dragon egg, right? So then you have bits of the dragon egg. Alright, here are all the different seeds. So like experience, I think you get that from killing mobs. You just craft that level with lapis. So when it comes to our Ender IO stuff that we want to do, I think it's just a case of making the material enough to craft the seeds for it. And then these are all the crops for those materials. Yellorium, quartz enriched. Let's just type in end. Here we go. Oh wait, is that end steel essence? End seeds, end steel seeds. Yeah, so we need to climb our way up this ladder, and then we mix it with something to create these things. So I'm thinking the ones that we grow here are going to be for the Ender IO project. So maybe that'll be that, and we'll go somewhere else for this project, right? We could go somewhere else in the base and grow all of this stuff. We've got our corridor over here. What I could do is like make that the end of a corridor and put it through there. But I don't want to go in that direction because we do have our mob farm nearby, and I'll probably want to expand that. Going that way a bit makes sense. I think down here makes the most sense. Just got to remember we want to put stuff behind the wall. So maybe we extend this by 1 and then build like a mystical agriculture thing. Tier 5 is going to be grindy, says Hurricane. I imagine so, but we've got to get started somewhere, right? So let's do a little bit of building over here. Oh, where's my thing? I thought it was charging up. So we're gonna want our dock. I'm gonna knock this one out quick, I think. Glowstone. Just that for now. We know the distance is 9 blocks, right? So we're gonna want about 10. Ooh, left would be like 2. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm looking at there. We actually want to go up by 2. Left by 1, I think. Down by 1. And I don't know how much I set the depth to. 10. Oh, okay, right, I did do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. Cool, it's nicely lit up. It's got space to put in all the trodden stuff, right? Didn't cut out enough for the walls, though. That's fine. So we want some cobble, we want some zag. So what's the betting? But by the end of this stream, we don't touch an Ender IO block. That's what happens when I make plans. They all go down the drain. Craft another distraction tool. It'll charge. Distraction tool? Are you making a joke about me being distracted? Oh, that is just cruel. You're hurting my feelings, dude. I'm not that bad with the distraction, am I? Surely not. What one are we looking for here? Trodden bricks. And the zag. We like the zag. Grab that, go do the ceiling quickly. Oh yeah, I forgot to get some cobble. Prediction time, says Hurricane. Well, what is the prediction? Have I said something to make you think that we need a prediction time? Hey X, have you seen the new Create mod update? It's not a Create mod update, it's a mod pack. That's one of the things that disappointed me with it. Is I mean, honestly, it looks amazing and fun, but like when I realised it was a mod pack, it kind of made me feel like you're just going to end up like using the other mods as a crux. I feel like what was interesting about playing that mod pack is that it was the core focus and it got you to do things in really interesting ways. But hey, I could be wrong. I would like to play it. The problem is just there's always something to do, right? And I find it's very difficult to play, you know, one vanilla world max, and the original Create stuff was very close to vanilla in a way. So no, a modded world and a vanilla world, that's the most I can do. You know, I'm literally on Hermitcraft right now, farming stuff, you know? I'm AFK farming. You got to be dedicated in Minecraft, it takes time. Circular? I thought I pulled out Zag. So yeah, corridor extension, and then we'll put a mystical agriculture thing down the end here. I'll do the floor another time though, I think. And I really got not much of a clue like how this stuff's going to get laid out. So I think what we'll do is focus more on... Ooh, now... I could leave that the same and get a similar result. But I think we'll do that. Yeah, let's... No, I think I want one more up. Okay, another big, huge area for us to play in. Wonderful. Need some torches. Very narrow room, says Baitan Daniil. Well, I can make it bigger. It's not going to stay that way, I believe. I mean, I hope. Yeah. Right, all this stuff can go back. Give that thing a charge. Torches, that was it. They're in my backpack as well. Also, this thing can mix with that one now. Yay. Hello, skeleton. Hello. You trying to shoot me? Oh, you missed. Oh. Oh, then you teleport away. Cheeky fella. Right. So I think we're going to approach this area with a bit more of let's actually make this bigger. A bit more of a it'll be messy. We'll do the stuff first and we'll move it around later because I think would you get out of here, buddy? Yeah. I think this is going to be let's configure this thing. Dang it, why am I always like trying to finish the sentence whilst doing something else, eh? Right, let's just do one thing at a time here. Very nice. This side. Okay. Now what was I trying to say? I can't remember. I can't remember, peeps. We're going to do this project messy and then worry about the stuff later on. I think it's going to be like relatively easy to pull out you know, a bunch of crops out of the ground and reorder them for aesthetics and whatnot. So I think it's going to be a reasonable project. So we've got to start off by getting some seeds together, I think. Probably means we're going to need a bunch of dirt. Look at this, we've already got a whole bunch of these. And we've even got base crafting seeds. Let's find out what they're used for. Let's actually see everything at Mystical. So we've got some other stuff related to this, I know that. We've got the furnace, apparently soulstone. Mystical aggregations. Aggradations? That might come in useful for something. Supremium apples, eh? How did you go about getting slime and ender pearls, says Norman. We got slime from barrels and ender pearls from Enderman. I couldn't play this, I'd literally spend all my time just making a giant hole, says Exact. That's how a lot of Minecrafters play the game, they just dig holes. Like everyone who's played Minecraft has dug a big hole for the sake of it at some point or another. Yeah, it might be worth like exporting some of this stuff over to that area. What did I say? Dirt. I can access all of this wirelessly. Have we got a hoe? Oh gosh, we haven't got a hoe. It's a crisis. What kind of hoe do we want? An emerald hoe? I think we want an emerald one. And then there's Supremium hoes, isn't there? Huh. Not Supremium. I mean, there is. It's called Supremium, but yeah, the mystical agriculture stuff. So there was this mystical aggregations thing, right? What part of the mod is that? That bit. I don't know what they do, but they look crazy. And there is still something else that we need to look up. Yes, that. So that's tiny progressions. So we might as well take the tier 3 and chuck that in a 9x9 area. Then we're going to need something to harvest all of this. Oh god, it's going to get complicated, peeps. It's going to get complicated. Okay, so we'll come into this space. And we're going to start off with some high-tech modded Minecraft. Okay, if you didn't know, alright, this is big brain stuff with the modded Minecraft. Put your water in a 2x2, get a pen and paper, write that down, 2x2 space, You put water in one corner, water in the other corner. Are you following me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay, and then what you can do... Oh, see? Big brain modded Minecraft. That's what I am. Do you know, I might just try and throw this stuff together so that if we do come to decorating it, it won't be like too crazy to deal with. Like, what if we put our first 9x9 in the middle of the room? I like the idea of it being upper block as well. Like you're coming in here and they're all a little bit higher. Anyway, yeah. 2, 3, 4. So that'll be where the water goes. Bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put this thing. Does it emit light? I like it if it emits light. Checks up to 10 blocks up or down. I think I remember building like a vertical stack of these, of taking advantage of that, like layers of it. I need to go look at some of the old modded worlds I played in. I've actually like played a bit more modded than I think sometimes, you know. Now let's go get some more of that dirt. Joran Deucefy, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. It is appreciated over here on the twitch.tv/theassumer, where we got 750 peeps tuning in. Peeps, that's right, you. You, be sure to hit that follow button if you ain't done so already. Get notified of when I go live on Twitch. There you go, I said that very fast, very professional. Mine Rana says, X, you might have to repeat, as I don't think we caught that very well. Ah, to have to repeat it again, chap. I know it's complicated, but I did say to write it down. I did say. So thanks to those loot bags, we get to go a little faster with this stuff. Oh my goodness! What just happened? Oh! When I put 3 next to... No? I am so confused. Light! People are saying light. Oh, look at you, you brain scientists. You're so smart. I would have never thought of light. I would have been here for hours trying to figure it out. Oh dang, look at that. Maybe that's why that one didn't pop off. It was close enough to that torch. Look at that. Right, now how long does it take for these things to grow? And should I put more growth crystals in the area? These are very important questions, peeps. We need something to harvest this. Like, what's gonna do that? Maybe that mod's where we use the rubber. You mean to tell me there's not enough light? Some more light in this room, I will. Dang it. Kind of looks like none of it is growing so far. Oh, cake! Oh, I'm eating it. How very helpful. Hey, that one grew. 42%! Woo! We're on our way to our first successful yield, peeps. And that is a great time for a guitar solo. Bang, love it. How are you flying? Says Sahir Ververy. Oh, I'm in a plane right now. We got what do you call it? Satellite uplink. That's how I'm able to fly and stream at the same time. I'm assuming you're watching the cabin view stream, right? I'm waving at the camera. That's me, see? On the plane, doing the flying while I'm streaming. Where are you flying to? Says Elmanian. Oh, we're just circling around at the moment. No destination. Bit of a take that environment kind of stream, you know, just in a plane for the sake of it. Streaming from 40,000 feet, says Rob. Exactly. Leonard says that's a waste of fuel. No, it's not. Think of all that fuel, all the fuel that we're burning right now. You know, we're creating a spectacle here on Twitch. Watch the streamer in the sky. It's going to bring in so many viewers. It's a genius idea. That explains the shaking in Hermitcraft. Turbulence. Yeah, the server is on the plane as well. Oh. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a Zuma. It's a Zuma. Okay, anyway, we need a way to harvest it. So what's the best way? This mod that yields the rubber, I think has like a replanting harvester mod, right? We can craft that stuff. That's where my pulverizer went. You're supposed... No, wait, is that the one I made? I don't know anymore. I'm confused. Harvester. Right, it's called a harvester, is it? Have I already made one, apparently? Because there's that. That I don't remember really doing much, although it was a different thing altogether, really. You wanted to use it for the mushrooms. That's right, I did, didn't I? I guess we can check it out. I kind of want something that's going to be, like, fast and efficient. Ooh, I got the slabs. Wait, I want the blocks. Oh, God, it's playing games for me. Come here, cobblestone. You cheeky devil. Excuse me, mouth burp. Harvester works perfect for them, apparently. I will trust you, random person in chat. Because trusting random people on the internet, that's always a good idea. That's okay, X, I'm confused 75% of the day. Yeah? You sure it's 75%? Are you not confused about that? What part of the day are you in right now, eh? You think you're in the 25%. Can you be sure? I don't know why you cheeky devil sounded so funny, says Spatch. It's because it's a funny saying, isn't it? Innit, bruv? Yeah, don't ask me why, but I really wanted to just put cobblestone all underneath this thing. Because it'll have to get filled in eventually, right? So... we'll put this thing here. Right, it looks like it's already doing stuff, which scares me. Wow, that is a large size. And it appears to have found the right area, that's good. Area, does that look, it changes itself when it goes near the edge of the screen. I don't think I've ever seen that. That must be unique to this mod. Area will attempt to harvest the whole area at once at the cost of fuel. Right, and then area will attempt to... Wait. So single won't. Always on. Right, now it needs power. Luckily for us, we've built out some really robust power infrastructure. AKA these things. Now it's doing something. And let's try the area one next. So it might chew up a lot of that. Whoa. I think it literally tried to harvest the whole area at once. Well, we got some Infernium essence coming in now. It seems to be reasonable, this. So what's the next step? Do we now craft the next set of seeds, right? Is that how it works? I think that's how it works. I think each time we do it, we have to then follow it up with the next one. Am I making sense, peeps? So we get all the different level seeds and all the different level essence, and then we use it to make other stuff. Yeah, says Lucaro. Well, that is reassuring. Plus, we've got to make more of this. There we go. So I think I could... This would make a fine room, just walking in and seeing fields of this, I think. You're making so much... Wait, you're making so much sense you're making dollars? I don't know what that means. Don't even know what that means. You need infusing crystal for better seeds. Okay, yeah. Right, let's check out the seeds then. So, ye old mystical of the agriculture. The seeds. So there's level 1. Oh no. They're all crafted out of the previous one all the way up to Supreme. So what's the infuser thing? Because I seem to vaguely remember that being a thing. Seed repossessor. Right, I think if you get seed back, you can sort of repurpose them a bit. But I do remember there being... Oh, maybe that's what I remember, actually. Maybe it was just the seed reprocessor. Right, infusion crystal. Let's try that again. Whoosh over his head, says Christina. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this game, okay? I can't know it all. Ah, I remember using that. What for, though? What are the... Well, we can press U for uses. Oh, that's how you craft the next level. Right. Right, I missed that one. And then when you get to the top, you can do the infinity one. So we need to make those as well. So we need prosperity shards, right? Which come from sieving. Is that it? I thought there were prosperity seeds. That surely can't be the only way. That's why it's quiet over on Discord. The man himself is online, says Kelzadoon. Oh, I see. When I stream, the Discord goes quiet, does it? That's lovely. Yeah, prosperity. You have them already, someone says. I know, but like... Oh, wait, they're literally there. No, that's base crafting seeds. Like, it's alright that I've got some. But, like, how do you farm it? That's what I'm not getting. So, well, obviously you can sieve it, but surely there's another way. We've got 10k, so it's probably not going to be a bother, but I just feel like, wait a minute, shouldn't there be a way to farm that? Maybe that's it. Maybe you're supposed to get prosperity ore. That's probably it then. You're supposed to get prosperity ore out in the world, then get prosperity shards out of it. Okay, now that I understand it, that's cool. That is cool. So now we need to make the infusion crystal. We need to infuse ourselves with a crystal. We need to shove it into our forehead, you know, and start making some trap beats and rapping, you know. Start busting out those Asuma triplet flows. Alright, there you go. I got one. Are we happy? Are we happy now? So we're going to go make a field of the next level. Which is... yeah, that. Wait. God, my brain is just not working today, is it? So we've got the seeds. What we want to do is take this stuff and that stuff. Dang it! Dang it. Let's try again. I'm really bad at this, can you tell? Okay. There it is. That's the one I want. So actually, we'll chuck that up there. So I don't need the prosperity shards for anything other than crafting that. And I should probably... Let's go ahead and bookmark some of these maybe. Like, let's add that. We're going to add each of the essences. And then the seeds for them as well. Cool. Whew. Alright then. So in order to make the seeds, I'm probably going to want 4 stacks of that. No? I feel like that is that. Tier 1. Yeah. No. They're crop. What? Ah! I'm so bad at this. Please forgive me. Base crafting seed. Right, we need to do that first. Oh, God. What? Apparently I didn't make a stack of those. Okay. We're getting to the bottom of this now. There's just so much stuff. Please forgive me. Look, we're getting here in the end, right? These are only crafting seeds, though. Come on, make more of them. I'm so confused. Oh, it didn't take the stacks. Okay. Okay, that's one thing, right? But is that actually what I want to make? Because that's for crafting things. Everyone in chat is just saying, not this, not this. Where are the things that I need? Like, I'm so confused. Well, let's type in seeds. So that's like the top tier seeds. That creates this. So are they just like intermingled in all of this mess? There, wait, that looks like it. Ha! Okay, right, let's go get rid of these and add these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is that one. Okay, we've already got those. Now we need these. They're made out of... Right, that's the recipe that I was looking for. Now we're only going to be able to make half a stack with that. So let's go ahead and make another 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see how it like quickly adds up as you get further down the rabbit hole. Once again, we may want to set up some sort of automation for this. I've got an idea for that as well, actually. Okay, Infernium seeds, tier 2. We got almost all of them. Why can't I have another one? Because we're out. Okay. Oh, it's a thing! It's a thing in the quest book. I guess I looked for Ender IO earlier, right? Ah, we're going on an adventure, peeps. Let's claim our reward. Well, no, I haven't made that, have I? Anyway, we'll get through all of this. So while I was derping over there, we made that much. So that helps a little bit in crafting the next level, but then it's very quickly it's going to be independent of all of that, really. Oh my days, that's all I can say right now. Oh my days. What have I signed myself up for? We're going to need our destruction gadget. Let's see what our reward was as well. Cool. Those things you can whiz through and they look super cool, but probably not going to get around to that yet. Chuck those in there. God, right, what on earth are we doing? We're not using that anymore. Probably going to need another Silic harvester, right? I plan on making like 9 patches in this room. What was the thing at the top then? Yeah, let's make a stack or 9. Okay, we'll have 9 then. What? Thought I just made a bunch. I'm so confused. Why am I making them and then they're not going in there? Okay, so it wasn't droppers, even though it told me it was. And didn't I just craft a bunch of dispensers? Where'd the string go? What? I think something's wrong. I think something's wrong with the system. And either we've run out of string, which seems almost impossible, because that thing was almost full. Yeah, look, that's actually full. No, is it? It's 0. Why do I have 0 wool in the system? Do you know what? We did automate something with it. Maybe it sucked all the resources out of the system. Wow, 0 there. So we're full here. That's full. That isn't. So somewhere here we should see, yeah, we actually sucked all of the wall at a certain point. Which one is it then? Here? Is that the wall block? I think that's the wall block. So whenever string comes into the system, it's sucked up by that. So now we're not going to have access to string until we turn that off, I guess. Let's temporarily turn off this machine then. Which we can actually do over here. So on to activate. And now we've got some string. Cool. So we've still got string coming in. Dang. That's not a great thing really, is it? And I need more of it. At least we understand where the shortcoming is there. So there isn't a good supply of string and we're using up more than we should. But now we get to do that. So what probably happened is I crafted them, but there were no string. So then it didn't make them and it made droppers instead. And these things definitely need those. Cool. We got to the bottom of that mystery. What mystery's next? Why am I a buffoon? That's the next mystery. Gah. Also, pick up your gadget. Gah. Gah, what am I like? Right. So we're going to go over here. Oh, God. Another. Stop looking at me. You're just going to get wrecked, my friend. Okay. Where's this machine at? But now is not the time for this. So we can kind of calculate how wide we need the room to be. If we go 1, 2, 3, so we need another, that's 4. We need 5 and then a gap of 3 to the wall, or is that 4? So we need to go in by 9. And I kind of don't need it to be. Are you not bothered with me anymore? Is that it? Right, you're just not bothered with me anymore. But then there's your friend. So yeah, we actually want the floor at that height. Oh, do you know what? I'm kind of lucky. I'm kind of lucky then that there wasn't something I built over in that space. I kind of just threw that down without thinking about it too much. Okay, now the next part of the room. I mean, we're going to need it to go and have 2 more patches. So this thing is literally going to be massive. And it will probably run out of charge now. And when it runs out of charge, it looks super weird. Yep, that's it running out of charge. And we might have just made a mob farm. I don't know. So this is going to be the biggest room that we've built in this entire place. Oh no! Oh God! Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? Go on, mate. Look at those googly eyes. That's many googly eyes. Come on, buddy. Show us how it's done. Oh, what a professional. What a champ. What a champ. Did you see it? That was some pro skills. You just shot yourself in the head, you buffoon. Aim for the apple. Oh, what a shot. Go on, shoot the apple on his head. He's a trusted archer. Oh, that arrow bounced off your face. Come on. This is... I was going to say intense, but it's kind of sad. Oh! We found a winner! Your prize is death! Sweet, done. Job's done. God, that was so much fun, wasn't it? Now I need more cobble. Need more cobble for our little platforms. Of course we do. We also got all of this stuff to go in the system. We need more dirt. I think when I took the cobble out of the... dang it. When I took the cobble out of the diamond chest, I think the only other place it's stored is where it's crafting it, so that's why it constantly changes. Put your gadget back. Thank you for the tip, Freak592. That is a great bit of advice. Ah! You're coming right at me, eh? So we're going to put 3 between 1, 2, 3, and then have all of this here. Punch that out of the way, and there you go. And then the next thing starts over here, so don't have to worry about it. Where is the next bit? There it is. I think I'm going to put glowstone in the ground around all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. And then 4 blocks to the wall. So we've done all of our measuring and stuff good. Do I get a pat on the back for that, peeps? Always calling me a derp. I've done my measuring good today, surely. Sprocket Cypher says, how is he flying? I'm in a plane. Why do I have to keep explaining it? Gah. We're flying in a private jet. World's first live stream from a private jet. Come on. Doesn't that explain why I'm flying right now? Okay, let's go grab this. Now, where is the middle? I'm gonna guess. It's there, isn't it? Probably not. I think if I put glowstone under it, that emits light too, but I'm not gonna think about it too much. Next up, we're gonna just put in a growth crystal over here. Thank you very much. Then we need a bit of glowstone on top. Definitely glowstone all the way around the edge. The thing is, like, glowstone texture is just going to end up getting used a lot. I'm not even going to think about decorating yet. Let's not think about decorating. Let's just do. That's what we're here to do today. We're here to do. Literally, we're here to do. I wonder if I can stack a whole bunch of these growth crystal things, like, and make them grow super fast. That might help our situation. If you want to stand on the farm, prepared to get hoed. Don't use water. Say what? Don't use water? Oh, does this thing count as water, does it? Cool. Still got some more to do over here. So 9 by 9 is obviously over a stack, isn't it? So when we make this stuff, we're going to need to make the right amount each time. So we got that going. Now let's go do this over here. Place that down. Change it to a 9 by 9. Do area again. Always on. I didn't put one on top over there. Anyway, that should be enough. Right, so nothing's grown yet. So here's my idea. Here's my genius, brilliant, brain smarty idea. So apparently this stuff can count as water. No, maybe not. Let's break this then. Okay, let's go put glowstone in these spots. So I reckon it could do like 10 blocks. So if I went as high as that... Do you see a change? I feel like there's definitely more movement over on this side, right? Does it go 10 blocks up or 10 down? Up or down? So maybe that's both up and down. That's like a 20 block range. Dang. Can be used as a water source. Sponges cannot be placed around. Interesting. Well, let's see what the results are in here. Nothing so far. 71% over here. That looks like our first one. Come on. Sure, so that's done. That's how it's done, peeps. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh. You don't directly grow these ones. You have to craft your way there. Is that how this works, peeps? Is that how this works? Okay, I'm gonna investigate this infusion crystal thing again. That one. Right. Dang. So I need to make something in this area then. I need to make a bunch of drawers, like compacting drawers, automatic crafting. I need to set this up so that all of the stuff coming in slowly gets compounded into Supremium Essence, right? I was trying to avoid that. So is this field now completely pointless? Because I would surely just replace it with tier 2 seeds. I guess they yield more. That's super interesting. Okay, so how we progress through this, I don't know. But it also makes me wonder... Look, stop it, you lot. Where y'all even coming from? Ugh. Am I gonna have to eat some food? Stop sniping! I think they came from in there, didn't they? Where'd the spider come from, though? God. So here's what I'm thinking. We need more torches. That's one thing I'm thinking. Like, how much of this... To get a few pieces of that... Like, what if we converted all of our essence straight to the highest tier first and then worked our way down so that we could grow with the highest tier stuff? Because this... One of those takes 4 of them. So that means 12 of these. And then 48. And then like just around 200 Infernium. So if my maths there is correct, we're talking... We'll easily be able to do it with 10k. 1 Supremium is 4 stacks of Inferium Essence. Yeah, it sounds very doable then, doesn't it? Let's just run through it again. Maybe we can even go to the one above this, but that's 4, isn't it? Insanium Essence, but we only need 2. I think we need... How many do... Like, we want to get the top crystal, but that's just so that we can craft all the other stuff up and just use 1 crystal for it. And I'm not sure if that's the best first use of this stuff, right? So if we press U for uses... Supremium Coal. It could be that something else here... Like, that's actually another thing that I want to start doing. Start getting those out onto those fields. But if I make that crystal first, it just means crafting everything, which we have to do, would just probably be a little bit smoother to set up. Oh, and then there's making ingots. Gosh. I think I'm going to start there. I think I'm going to start with that. So we'll use our 10k to get that infusion crystal, which will make things a little easier. And I don't think I'm particularly interested in this until we got the infrastructure in place. Ah! Okay. Does that sound reasonable? X, that's Supremium seed said for crafting, not for planting. Oh yeah, we must make sure we make the Inferium seed, that one. So that would mean, like, we'd need 8 of those. But if I'm not mistaken, I think you don't get additional seeds, right? It's not like other growing in this game. So if I want to cover a field with it, I literally have to get a whole fields of tier 5. I'm not going to get seeds coming into the system as a byproduct. That's an important detail. So I think going with the infusion crystal first makes sense. Master Crystal best choice, says Mean Mike. Mean Mike, you're on my wavelength. Yeah, other people are saying do the crystal first as well. Okay then. We will do the crystal first. That means let's get rid of some of this other junk that I have managed to accumulate over here. And let's go about... So we need 4 of those. Which means... Let me just make sure I don't mess this up. So like 4 times 4. No, it's not 44. What? 4... Why is it telling me it's 44? 4 times 4... Dude, what is every time I type this in, it says 44. Weird. Okay. Okay, that's... Ugh. Okay, so then it's... 4 times 4. So we need 16 of them. Times 4. Times 4. Times 4. So that's times 4. Times 4. Times 4. That's 1,024. So 1,000 to make that. Pretty sure that's it. 1,024. So if I divide that by 64 to begin with, that's 16 stacks. Okay, I think I know where we're going. I have to use 16 stacks of this. So therefore, I need 4 stacks of that. Right? That's all I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do the next bit. Put all of that in there. And then, yeah, we'll make our way forward from that. But that clearly needs... we need another one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this thing might survive, maybe. 14. And I got one left over. What? Well, my calculations are off. But not in a bad way. Right, and we're going to use that to make the other infusion crystal. That's why it's over here. Cool. There we go. So now when we do some automatic crafting, we can use that. That's cool. So you can probably guess it, but we are going to create a big storage wall at the back of the room for all of this stuff. I think it'd be really cool to use some of the textures out of the mod in a framing drawer. There we go. So we're going to need a drawer controller, and knowing me, probably some other stuff too. One of those, maybe a couple of slaves, because there's nothing wrong with having slaves, right? No, not those sort of... Jeez, God, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? That's not right. Right, framing drawer. Some of that. And then we want the framed stuff again. Let's type it in up here. We've got the trim. So we want some framed drawers. Now we need some chests. What? Just there. Thanks. Hey, 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 we've got a noise in the ear. It's Aurora Dawn RF here. For 2 months, saying loving the series, you convinced me to try mod it out, and I've hit over 200 in-game days in the latest week. In the last week, cheers for the inspiration. Dang, you have been playing this non-stop. That is awesome. Hey, and we just done a quest. Thank you so much for the resubscription. Glad you're getting into some modded. I'm certainly enjoying it, as you can probably tell. And I think you are too, 200 days. Glowstone ingot. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. Just chuck it in here. Okay. Okay, what's next? So probably not going to use that now. We're going to use the Master Crystal. Then we're going to have to set up a whole bunch of drawers. And, oh. I'm wondering, does this stuff work in a compacting drawer? Let's find out. Yeah, so we're going to store them in compacting drawers. Now let's not forget that there is also the purple one. Insanium Essence. So we want one... Well, we want the base layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually want 6 of those. And that's purely for that stuff. Cool. What else are we going to want in this system, peeps? Like, we don't get seeds coming back into it. We craft our seeds, but I might end up wanting automatic crafting of seeds. I'm not sure. We're going to get the blocks. There's other blocks. Ah, right. Yeah, so the ingot making. So the prosperity shards. Now, haven't we assessed the only way to get this is through sieving? And I can't get it through seeds. So if I'm to make lots of ingots of this thing, I kind of need to do a lot of sieving. That doesn't sound right. I think maybe... I don't know if there's a lot of reason to make the ingots. You can make all different types of them. Namian says stone block is really fun. It is fun. I'm going to switch back to standing again. Sitting's getting a bit tiring. You don't need that much ingot. Oh, right, it's for armor. Yeah, I think we might skip the ingot stuff then. It doesn't seem to come up much. And I'm trying to think everything through so we don't keep making like last minute changes, but Maybe that's all we need. Alright. Let's get in here. Wreck. Oh, no, no, no. Wreck house. There we go. Right, I'm done with that for now. So it kind of looks like my torches got blown up. Oh, they blew each other up. You've never seen anything like it. Cool. That looks pretty good. Yep, right. Except the room has to be bigger. I need to use the destruction gadget more. Because it's 1, 2, 3. I mean, if I'm going to do a 3x3 room, I feel like I should. I feel like it would be fun just to do such a big room. So, then we got that. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3. So we've got 4. I'm going to need 5. And then another 4. So we need to go 9. 9 blocks deep. There we go. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So this is the wall. This is where the wall's going to be, just over here. That's the middle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So somewhere around here, we're going to have our drawer controller. Okay, and then we need to make the... Oh yeah, we need... Oh, that's a shame. The things that I'm storing here are... they go straight into compacting drawers, basically. Kind of like the idea of making it look a bit more interesting than that. Oh well. Maybe it won't get to be as cool as I thought it might. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on that side. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go left to right with that stuff being first. And this stuff over here being fifth. And then we'll have a little machine in the middle that compacts it all or something. So, when it comes to framed trim, we are out of range. I'm not surprised. Let's put that destruction gadget back, actually. Is that the stuff we want? That's not the stuff we want. Yeah, that does need a charge, but that's the one that's going in there. Yeah, that... Oh, machine frame, frame trim. I think I'm just going to put one of those in the middle. If you want to make them a little more interesting, you could use a custom texture table thing. Well, that's the point, right? Like, I can't because they're going into compacting drawers. Unless I'm mistaken, storage drawers and compacting ones don't have frames, right? There's no framed compacting drawer. By the way, we've got 850 peeps tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button over here on Twitch if you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. We are doing Ender IO today, and by Ender IO, what I mean is I haven't placed a single Ender IO block at all, and all we've done is go in a different direction. But to be fair, actually, we've done a fair bit today. Right, we're starting up a mega room over here. That's what it's called. Got a mega room in the works, and then over on this side, we're setting up our Ender IO room. And the trick here is that we're going to have mystical agriculture stuff in the wall for Ender IO. That's the way we're getting into Ender IO. We're not going to use the traditional method because I think it's just going to bring Ender IO to its knees. So we're going to start to invest in some of this. And what we're seeing is... Right, we need to get that over to the compacting drawer, don't we? This thing's harvesting quick. It's harvesting quick. Actually, and the quicker we get this set up, we might find that we're able to get the top tier seeds pretty quick. So this is definitely worth our time at the moment. We also need to, I guess, run a massive cable over here from somewhere. I mean, we would probably run 2 cables down this corridor, right? One goes into that room, one goes all the way. What ones do we have here? I like the idea of maybe like the orange one comes through all the way down the middle. But we'll probably do that another time. We'll keep with our cheap method of doing things for now. So we need a stack of those, and we need... Let's see. It is... Storage. It's not an export. We need a storage extension thing for this. I mean, technically I could build the whole thing off grid if I wanted to. Actually, yeah, I might just keep it off grid for now. Let's chuck that back. You're full up already? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh well. Okay, so roll it back a couple of steps. We basically need a crafter. Just the one I think we can get away with. And now we need redstone torches. Oh my days. I have to do things. I thought this was modded. I thought everything was automated. There we go. No, that's the top one. So, that thing with some conduits. Oh, we are going to do Ender IO today. There we go. That's me doing some Ender IO right there. That's it. I kind of feel like we're about to get sucked down a rabbit hole setting this thing up. So, maybe we'll save this one till tomorrow. And I think I'm going to do an early morning stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think I might change it up on Wednesday and do that. So, that is all that we did for Ender IO. I put an item conduit into my inventory. I mean, that is just how you do an Ender IO focused stream right there. Okay, we're going to end on that high note, peeps. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. I'll be back again tomorrow, way earlier in the day. We're going to do a first thing in the morning stream tomorrow, I reckon. So massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. As always, I'm appreciating y'all's support. Thank you to all of my patrons. Thanks to all the peeps gifting subs. And today we're going to raid Music Man. So if you've enjoyed the music you were listening to in this stream, this is the guy who made it. So go say hello to Malcolm and tell him his music is awesome. That's it from me, peeps. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.